right, people, what's up? Welcome back to Just Enjoy. This is going to be episode 5. I can't believe we're already there. This is pretty crazy. My name is Banyan. I got a very special guest today. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people. Tell me what you do.
My name is Neda, or Neda, whichever you guys prefer. And I hail from Los Angeles. Been there basically all my life. Big city boy, ladies. Just kidding. And yeah, that's who I am.
Right on.
I'm DJ, obviously. That's why I'm here. Sorry, which camera do I look at?
Oh no, you're good. You just talk to me.
Just
talk
to
the
you?
camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And then
I don't know where to look.
if you want, just bring the mic in just a little bit closer to your mouth. Yeah, there you go. Like if it's just pointing like right at you. Perfect. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. That's pretty good.
All right. Well, we made it.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
So you are you're a DJ based in LA. You came all the way from Glendale today, or
yeah? So Glendale, La Crescenta area.
Okay.
No one knows where that is.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I don't know where that is. So.
Yeah, right. So I always tell people like, "Yeah, you ever been to the Rose Bowl? Yeah, 15 minutes away from there."
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah,
So,
there you go.
Exactly.
Okay, right on. So how'd you get into mixing and all that?
Basically, I've been into mixing and EDM in general since like I want to say like before like a little around like middle school.
Okay.
Like I remember you type in dubstep in the fucking
yeah.
Also, can we curse on this podcast?
Oh yeah, you're
okay.
good. You're good.
I never know.
Yeah, no, you're all right. You're all right.
Yeah. You type in dubstep in the YouTube and it's like comes out the whole UKF like compilation thing.
For sure.
So yeah, that's kind of how I got into it. Dubstep was my first love.
Yeah.
I remember that. I
Same.
still have that. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I still have that whole UKF compilation just like in my like iTunes. Just sits there.
For
like
sure.
sometimes I'll start out with that Dubba Johnny tune, the one that's like on tutorials on dubstep for that one. Or I'll throw in an old one every now and again because it still bangs.
Sweet.
But yeah, that's kind of how I got into it. And then, from there, I progressively went on to like...
Yeah.
I was on a big... What was I going to say? I was on a big, like, big room kick.
Same.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It goes from, like, dubstep and, like, Deadmau5 to, like, fucking Hardwell, fucking Nicky Romero, like, all those big names. Like, because you see, like, I remember the first... Ultra live stream I saw was in like 2013. Yeah, I was like, I remember I was watching one. I think the first time I like just threw it on YouTube, it was, I remember it was Flux Pavilion and Dr. P going back to back, like on the main stage at Ultra, and I'm like, what the fuck, like
what's going on?
Yeah,
like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, that's just kind of how and ever since then it's just this is just what I've been put on this earth to do, really. Like.
See, that's funny because you're not the first person I've talked to who's kind of shared the same progression like that I did, where you you find that, like, so me, I found Skrillex when, Bangarang came out in like 2012 or whatever. And that was when I really, and that's when I first got into that. I was like, okay. And then I remember watching those Deadmau5 videos that have, just the artwork on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, all the UK have Bass Cannon. I Can't Stop or whatever it Can't Stop, Flux Pavilion.
Anything Flux Pavilion still, like.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then same thing, I kind of took a break from EDM stuff for a while, but then after that, then it was all the big room, and that's like the first stuff I started producing because I'm like, oh, this sounds easy to make. I could just do,
you can just fucking
just a 4 on the floor and call it a day,
Exactly, yeah.
So right on, cool. Well, so what have you been up to recently? I've seen you doing a lot of shows. You're doing
just a lot of shows. I still unfortunately work 2 day jobs because LA.
You have to do
expensive. And it's the worst, but it's fine. But yeah, I've just been playing a lot of shows. Just kind of working on my craft, like working on branding and all that good stuff. And then, right now I kind of have music production on the back burner because like I'm sure everyone that has like is called themselves a producer like can relate, but I have like a bunch of ideas on my laptop, but none of them are finished and none of them are like, I don't think like good enough.
For sure, yeah.
So right now I have music production back on the back burner right now, but sometime this year it's some things are going to come out
cool.
I'm just right now I'm just kind of because this is like the one year this is especially last year, I should say. Is when I really started like getting big shows.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like I don't know, I just met the right people, really.
for sure.
Like,
Yeah,
you know, because everyone's always like, oh yeah, how'd you get into this? How'd you get into this? I'm like, dude,
yeah.
I just went out and like made friends.
That's
like,
the best thing.
That's
Yep.
yeah,
Best
exactly.
thing to do. Yep.
I remember you were talking about it on I think past 2 weeks episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, I just went out, met friends,
Yep.
and then friends were like, hey, I do this, you should do this, and I'm like,
Yep.
yeah, sure, why not? Like,
and that's exactly what we were saying. Where
Right.
having that in person thing is still probably like the number one way of
it's just the most what do you call it? It's the most
organic.
Yeah, there you
Mhm.
go. That's
Yeah.
the word. Yeah, and it just works.
For sure.
You know.
Oh
Like,
yeah, definitely does. I mean,
Yeah.
you got friend of a friend who played here, and they like
Yeah.
what you're doing. They go, oh,
Exactly,
hey,
yeah.
it's just
exactly. Yeah.
and it's just a snowball effect. So
Yeah.
props to you for keeping the organic reach alive,
Yeah,
because I feel like
I
a
think
lot of
that's-
people.
Yeah, because like, don't get me wrong, like social media is definitely very like powerful.
Yeah.
and it's gotten me to a lot of places as well.
Mhm.
But like, then there's social media, and then there's like meeting them in person.
Yep.
It's like
Completely different.
it's
Yeah.
completely different. Like I don't think like actually, I take it back. I like to think that like the stuff I put out is me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not like, I don't like to put on a persona. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I don't want to like be like, like let's
You're not a different
yeah,
character.
exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, let's take John Summit for
Yeah.
example. Like,
Uh-huh.
he's like always like, yeah, oh, I'm on a bender every weekend,
Yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah blah, and I'm like,
Is he really?
is
Yeah.
he really? Like,
Yeah.
that's
I
a
know.
lot of like
I know.
dumb shit. But like, I'm sure he like takes care of himself as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
So I just don't want to make like that stuff like be my whole personality.
Yeah.
Because like I think I'm way more bigger than like,
Yeah.
I mean, not way more bigger, but like way more, organic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
More life and more.
I'm a fucking human being.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
For sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
so-
Yeah. And who was I talking with about John Summit? I mean, I love the guy, but
Yeah.
we were talking about that. I'm like, bro, I've done things where it's like back-to-back shows,
Mhm.
one day you're up here, next day you're down
Mhm.
there, and I'm eating healthy and I'm drinking a lot of water, and
Mhm.
I'm dying still because it's
Yeah.
like a lot of work. I'm
Yeah.
like,
no,
how-
it is.
I'm like, how's this guy just drunk?
Just drunk.
and
like, yeah.
like I'm like, there's got to be some like
Yeah.
marketing behind that,
Exactly.
but whatever.
that-
Props to you, it's working. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
it's
Yeah.
working.
A lot of marketing.
Exactly. Yeah. For real. So cool. Well, do you have any shows coming up?
Yes, actually. I am playing a dubstep show in
Okay.
Los Angeles at Catch One.
Okay.
Next week, actually a week from today.
Okay.
Over at Catch One, and like I like to play. The majority of my shows have been like house shows and stuff.
Yeah,
But, don't just assume my genre.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No,
had to do
you're
it.
good, you're good.
You lobbed it up to me. I had to.
Yep. For sure.
And yeah, so that's what I'm playing. I'm playing another show in Orange County in March.
Okay.
That's still in the works.
Okay.
Working on a date and stuff.
For sure.
Let's see. Right now that's all I have planned so far.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, if I'm forgetting something, I'm sorry.
Check his social media.
Check it. Yeah,
in case,
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. This month especially has been a very busy month for me show wise.
Yeah.
Like, last weekend I had Find the Attic, which
Mhm.
insane. Like,
Yeah.
you can
I saw
find
it.
that in my link tree.
Saw the videos. Look
Yeah,
pretty
did you see
sick.
the videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were sick. It was such a cool venue. Like,
Mhm.
it was literally in an attic. Like, you like just take the stairs,
Oh, wow.
and then all of a sudden you're just like in this like place.
Dang. Yeah.
Because I like as much as I want to play like Exchange or Academy. Like,
Yeah.
I like the smaller venues that
Yep.
like if you fill that place up with like a lot of people.
Well, the energy is
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
unmatched.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
it's such a vibe. And
Yep.
and yeah, that was like one of my favorite like shows
Mhm.
like I've ever played down there.
That's
Like, I
how it
played there a
goes.
number-
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Like that's like that raw energy is what I like. That's what I
Yeah.
want. Like,
For sure.
as much as I love like I said, don't get me wrong, I'd love to play Exchange, like all
Yeah.
those big venues, but like nothing compares to like that, like just right amount of musty.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I like to go.
Yeah,
It's just the right amount of musty.
Exactly.
Like, everyone's sweaty, but everyone's just like dancing and have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it's about.
I know. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yep. Well, I've felt that too, even just playing with like my band, other shows where, we'll do like this really big venue in downtown or something.
Right.
And, it was filled with people. There's a ton of people. And it's like you get off the stage and it's like, okay, like that was all right, and then, then everybody's like, oh, you did so good, but you didn't feel it. But then these other smaller places that half the people, but, make the room smaller, you get off and you're like, this was the greatest thing ever, exactly, and it's like, just like, it just kind of messes with you because, everybody has this thing where they think, oh, that's, this is what we made it and we did this and blah, blah, blah. But then you play something that's smaller, like a house party or something. And it was just like the greatest thing ever. So, so I feel you on that. That's a really cool, that's a cool setting. So,
but that's kind of what I got going right now.
Right on.
I'd like to be booked more.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, but I know. I'm always down for anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially, oh my god, especially the last show we played at PB.
Yeah,
that was one of the most insane shows.
I know.
I have a lot of friends down in SD,
okay.
and like they're not. I don't think they're really like into like EDM as much as I am.
Yeah,
or like house music in general. So it was really cool of them to like. All pulled up. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like I was genuine because I remember I got booked. I think it was like an open decks thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And people like kept tagging. And they all just helped me out and were just like, yeah, we want you to come play in SD, blah blah blah. And it was, they just all pulled up and it was one of the best shows I played that year.
I know. Yeah. Like, I felt that too. I was like, oh my gosh! I walked in. I was nervous actually. I was like,
"Well, you played after me, right?"
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I played Dynamite by Tayo Cruz.
Oh yeah.
I remember loading it up. I'm like, if this goes off, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Like, I love this tune.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, I think the best show that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I have to ask, brings me into my next question. Where in California do you prefer performing? Like LA, Orange County, San Diego? Which one? Oh man. Which one do you prefer? Preference, not preference. Yeah, preference.
Oh man, fuck. I there's just such a like different energy with like within cities.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not just saying that just to like, just be safe. I'm like, no, like it's just like, cause especially in Orange County, I play a lot of like Latin house, like, cause that's I like to think that like a lot of my people that come see me, are Latino and Hispanic, so I have to pay ode to that
for sure.
And I have a lot of like Hispanic Latin house DJs, like, just like send me stuff, and I'm like, yeah, of course I'll play.
Sure,
like, bangs, like
for sure.
So, I focus a lot of like about that. Words. I focus a lot on like the Latin tech house side when I'm in Orange County.
Okay.
I do the same thing with San Diego because I remember PB is like a very like, I don't want to say white.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah.
But it's a very like let's say party tech like, kind of crowd.
Oh yeah.
So I played
for
like
sure.
all the like if there's one thing I love is like an old like 2000 hit, like on a tech house beat.
Yeah, those go off up there. Oh yeah,
off. Yeah. I found, I actually found you ever heard of you ever remember that song by Madonna, Isla Bonita? I don't know if you have.
Maybe no. I'd have to. If I heard it, I'd probably be like,
if you heard it, yeah. So I found that, and that went off in Orange County.
Really? Oh my gosh,
it was crazy.
Wow.
Like, oh god. But yeah. So sorry, just wanted to.
No. Yeah. You're good. You're good. Yeah.
But yeah, San Diego is a very like of course I played like, but that's not like only what I play. Like I just played a lot more of that because it got a bigger reaction. Like
for
I am
sure.
a DJ. I do read the room. Like,
so you figured out what works best for you depending on where you're at.
Exactly.
So, I think a lot of people could learn from that because
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah. I because as much as I like, as much as I want to get into like music production and like make a sound like my original sound, like I think I'm a DJ first, and I think that's such a lost art because like if you go to LA, you hear Do It To It and Losing It, fucking every set, literally every like. I don't care if it's like a different version or like a remix.
It's still this, yeah.
You hear it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like
for sure.
Oh, it drives me insane.
Yeah.
I cannot stand it.
Yep.
That's just like one gripe. So like whenever I play in LA, like I always like look for like a lot of you know, I still play like, you know, it's also LA, so I still play like a lot of my Latin tech house and stuff like that. But I also like literally go crate digging and just find like, you know, whatever just bangs.
Yeah.
Like I think another lost art is SoundCloud crate digging.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
I still do that. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure a lot of people still do it
Yeah.
because it's just, you find like the greatest music there.
Yep.
You know, like
things that people never heard before. And
exactly. Like I like to think of myself as the DJ that I'll play the stuff that how do I say this? Damn it. I had it ready to.
The things that you didn't know you wanted to hear.
That one.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's the kind of DJ I am.
Okay. That's good. That's really good.
Because like I said, I'm not gonna play Do It To It or Losing It.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's been played. I'm sure
it's done.
Fisher and A Craze are so sick of hearing it already. Like
for sure.
So I'm not gonna play that in LA.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna play the different shit.
Yeah.
You know, like the shit that like you said, you didn't know that you needed to hear.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
That's and I think that's what makes sets apart people from like that really know their craft and what they're kind of looking for, because
I think so too.
This is what I was talking about with Ariston, how, you know, even in the hip hop community, there's everybody's so focused on making music and whatnot, but then when it comes to the performance, you know, you got to be able to perform.
You gotta perform.
Yep.
Like
that's like 80% of it right there. If you can't show up, and even if you're just press and play on a deck, you know, you still got to be able to. You
still got to like dance and like interact with the crowd.
Yep.
Like that's who you're performing for.
Yep.
Which I think is a big. I was actually looking at the video that I posted a little bit ago, and I was like I don't know why I do this. I just get so like in my head. Yeah. I'm just like controlling or just like focused on like, you know, beat matching and like what songs. I like wasn't like connecting with the crowd at all. Like I wasn't really like looking at them. I'm like, oh, this, like, it was still a great video, but it's funny to see it on the other side. You know what I mean? It is kind of weird, like looking at yourself, like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't realize I was doing that. Yeah.
But that's how we learn.
Exactly. Yeah. I catch myself getting in that habit too, where I'm like, just, you know, because I love what I'm doing up there, so I get so enwhelped when I'm like, oh shit, there's people out there. Oh, hey, exactly. We do a quick wave. All right, we're good. Yeah.
Like I remember I'll like peep up and then I'll see like, you know, the phone saying like play Bad Bunny. Yeah. And I'm like, I did.
Yeah.
But then that like kind of brings me up like, oh yeah, I'm playing to a crowd.
Yep. Yeah.
So keep doing that.
Exactly.
It helps.
Yeah, for sure. So what would you say your favorite genre is too?
Ooh, God.
Like dubstep, drum and bass, house.
Man? I think the most consistent for me is definitely house.
Okay.
Just because there's so many different kinds of houses, so many different like varieties, like, you know, like everyone says, oh, it all sounds the same.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
No. Yeah, no, you got it. Yeah.
Like if you like really like kind of listen to it, it doesn't. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I can kind of see your side of the story. Yeah. But, you know, there's also different grooves. There's different, like...
It's different intricate parts that some people, they just can't... All they hear is, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, and they're like, okay, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no. Like, there's so many different things. Yeah. I think right now I'll say house, but only because, like, a lot of the dubstep that I'm hearing is getting very stale. At least the ones that are, like, you know, performing at Lost Lands or performing at like Bass Canyon, like it gets real stale, real quick.
Like, I get really tired at a dubstep show in like 20 minutes. I'm just like, oh man, I never thought it would happen to me, but
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Every song, I'm just like, oh man, like,
I know.
I love dubstep, but you know, I agree. My preferences,
it gets stale. Yeah, like don't get me wrong, house does too, but. Dubstep especially, like I remember I was crate digging the other day for my set next weekend, and a lot of this, I had to like take a break.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not finding like a lot of, I guess maybe I'm not looking at the right places.
Yeah.
Like, but it's just like, man, like a lot of this shit is just sounding the fucking same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's annoying.
I had that talk with my manager about dubstep recently, you know, because like Skrillex released that, you know, that Rumble song, and then
so good.
Yeah, and then, you know, so my kind of opinion or my observation with I think how that's going now is I'm hearing a lot of stuff where it's all in the mix now. Like if that makes sense, like everything they're making, it's not just to make the song. They're going, okay, this is the key sound, and we're just gonna make it sound so good that people go, whoa, you know. And it's more of like a cinematic thing now, where it's like a who could just be impressed the easiest. Like that's kind of what I'm getting from it. Like, who, you know, he thought of that, and I'm kind of noticing that like song structure and stuff, I don't want to say is getting thrown out the window, but like if you listen to kind of the way that they're structuring a lot of the songs now, you're just kind of, it kind of leaves me a little confused, because I'm like, okay, you know, like where's the chorus, where's the we're in a breakdown now. Okay, like cool, what's going on? You know, I think that's kind of the direction people are going, because like you said, it is kind of getting a little stale, so people are just trying to find something to, you know, what's gonna know, hey, this is just observation. I mean, obviously we all have our preferences. I'll go ham at a dubstep show, you know, but yeah, no, I definitely agree. It's
just, I don't know, that's why I kind of like the whole like rhythm / trench movement, because it's different, like you know, like you take, I'm not gonna like say artists, I don't want to get like plastered over
for
like,
sure, you're good. All vague,
all vague, exactly. But like it's different, like there's like my favorite right now, I will say this specific artist, because he's the absolute goat. Ominous. Oh my goodness! Like he's been producing tracks since like, God, like since like 20. I don't even remember, but it was like it's been like he's been doing this shit for like a while.
Wow! And
it's every song he puts out is just fucking fire. Like he like never has a bad song.
Wow!
That's
insane.
Good.
That's
like,
impressive to pull
this
off.
Is obviously my personal preference, but like he has that like flow that like. He's like he's perfected. It's crazy, and like all it's like that's the stuff that I like to play out when it comes to dubstep. Like obviously I'm not gonna play like a whole ominous like tribute stuff. But you know, there's also like Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's also very good. Who else? Who else do I like? You know. But those are two good examples.
For sure.
You know, they have that like flow that you can like just kind of like.
Well, you know what you're getting right out of the gate. You go, oh, here it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but just that flow is just what I really like love. Like that. That's the kind of dubstep that I like love, like playing and listening to.
For sure.
Yeah, but yeah. So, I guess what I'm really saying is that like I don't really like have a favorite genre. I just don't. Like I know, I don't like to like, you know, I'm not.
You don't
want
to pigeonhole yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
you know, I'm open to anything.
For sure.
That's especially drum and bass. Like I'm very new to drum and bass. Like I started listening to it during COVID. Just because like everyone was talking about it. And I'm like, I never really gave it a chance. Like I didn't hate it. But I just never really gave it a chance. So I remember one day I was working and I was just listening to like drum and bass. I'm like. And then like I don't know, like I was just like kind of like just this is amazing. Like, why doesn't anyone play this all the time? Why don't we have a lot more shows like this? So yeah.
I feel like the drum and bass era was really quick right after dubstep. And then I feel like people started utilizing that as a second drop in a song, you know, where like pump up and then it would and then it was like, oh hey, cool, you know. Like, I have noticed that it's been kind of coming back, but I think it's because people are kind of, you know, they're getting stale on a lot of the stuff that's going on. They need some
sort of variation.
Exactly.
And there's I don't know, like for me personally, like I love listening, you know, I love listening to liquid drum and bass. Nice. Liquid drum and bass. You know, when it's like the drive home.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
Know, after like a festival or like after like, you know, if you're just trying to like wind down, just go home and go to bed basically. Like you put on a liquid drum and bass, you're just like, this is great.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
you're just driving home like, damn, like this is cool. Like I had a good day. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah. I was always very opinionated on drum and bass.
Really?
And then my manager was like, dude, you just got to listen to some things. Give it a chance. I gave it a chance. I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get
exactly.
it. But I'm still a big house guy, you know?
Yeah,
I'm like,
same. No.
Yeah.
But I, like, I don't prefer one over the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because, like I said before, like, house can also get real stale.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But a lot of things do.
I got listeners ADHD. I'll go from house, then I'll be on rap, and then I'll be, and I'm just kind of
absolutely.
Yeah. So I feel that, but that's part of the beauty of just kind of accepting that I do like other genres, and I'm not pigeonholing myself into something.
Exactly. I think the worst thing like anyone can do is pigeonhole themselves.
Yep.
Because like you're just
you put down opportunity. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Like it's just so fucking boring.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yep.
You really want to listen to that
It's just one dimensional. Yeah.
Like for the rest of your fucking oh my god, no. Please.
Yeah.
Do something else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when it comes to your so you mentioned you have a bunch of songs that you're kind of sitting on and waiting.
Yeah.
What kind of genre are you kind of looking to produce? If that's
God, there's
or what would be your preference of like production?
Probably house right now, just because it's I don't want to say it's easy, but like it's very manageable.
It's straightforward.
Exactly. Yeah. And like I can like kind of pluck out like ideas, just like on the fly. I'm like, okay, this will sound. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure. Yeah.
So right now, I think that's kind of what I want to do right now.
For sure.
Just make a lot of house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'll ever really like obviously I'll try.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just dubstep is just there's so many like especially when you see on like social media and stuff. There's so many fucking opinions. So many like, oh no, you got to do this, blah blah blah. Yeah. And it's just like, okay, I don't even want to make it anymore.
Yeah. my thing that I learned is, if you try something and it sounds good, it doesn't matter how you did it. It still sounds good.
It still sounds good. Yeah, exactly.
Because I feel like I don't know. I got my opinion with certain engineers, and it's just like,
I'm sure. Yeah.
You just sit there and you're like, okay, dude, like I got the same result doing something else. Right, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. You know, it's
just different.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a different way of doing things, but I feel like people get so caught up in like textbook. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. That's what I was talking about with Nigel in the last one. He was just, and I kind of learned that from him, where he was like, just try something. Yeah. Just try it. Here's the guidelines. If it doesn't work, do something else.
Exactly.
You get the same result, then so be it. Like, whatever. Because guess what? People aren't going to know.
Exactly.
They're not seeing the compression when they're listening to the song,
Yeah. Like, no one on Twitter is going to be like, show me the DAW.
Yeah. I need to see it.
I need to see how you made that kick.
For sure.
Because it's trash.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, people might, not gonna lie.
Oh, I'm sure someone out there would.
I'm sure some asshole's gonna be like, but it's at the end of the day, it's just music, man.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's just music. Like we're all trying different things. We're all trying to just make it. So
exactly.
Give us a break.
Well, and that's kind of my thing, and that was my theory of kind of starting this. I'm like, you know what? We're all trying here. We might as well all just kind of collaborate together and just have a good time with it. Because at least with me, if I never end up making anything, I can say, well, at least I did my best. And
exactly.
Did my best.
Like that's how I live my life, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
I think a lot more people need to just do that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Throw darts at the board and see what sticks.
Exactly. I think a good example of that is Steve-O. I remember I don't know if it was on a podcast or like one or like an episode of whatever. He used to do like whenever stunt he did, he would always like count to 3 or like count down from 3 and just do it. And I think that's such a like kind of like a crazy way of living almost. But like it's
like a metaphor almost. Just count down and do it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just kind of like it's also kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he just like count to 3 and then shove something up his ass.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I'm surprised those guys, man. It's just
Jesus, it's crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah, but yeah, like it's it is a cool way to live your life, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure. Yeah. And, I've even noticed, ever since just DJing, because I've always DJ'd like through high school and everything. But like last year in May was like my first actual performance per se, like at a club,
Yeah.
And
terrifying.
Oh my God.
Terrifying.
Dude, I remember literally the week before I went and rented CDJs. I mean, even though I have that, which is like the same layout, but I'm like,
but you don't know.
I don't know, and
exactly.
I rented CDJs, and dude, I was so dumb. I was sitting there in my head. I was like, maybe if I call the venue, they'll let me bring my own decks. And
no.
Dude, it was so bad. And I asked somebody, like, if you ask them that, like, you will never be invited back.
Play here again. Yeah. Dude, oh God. I remember when I started out, I had a very, I had a friend who had CDJs, so I was kind of blessed.
Yeah.
But oh my God, like I remember I was part of a team like back in like 2016, and a bunch of kids tried to like, they asked the promoter, they're like, hey, can I bring my, I forgot what it was, but can I bring my little controller and put it on top of the CDJs? I looked at it, I almost vomited.
Really?
I'm
my gosh.
Dude, it's my
there's
God.
No way.
Like I wasn't even that good at CDJs either.
Yeah,
but it was like once you start doing it.
Oh yeah, then you just get used to it,
then it just comes natural. But like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, it like made me sick. I was like, what are you doing? Go home.
Try again.
Yeah. Like, God.
Well, that's what always piqued my interest with people like Deadmau5 or like other. I mean, what's another good example? Is
if you're Deadmau5, you can put anything.
Yeah. I mean, there's other artists like, I don't know. Oh my
Zed,
God. Like they use different. Different things.
I think on his rider he has CDJs now.
Yeah.
But beforehand, I think he used to use like a little controller. I forgot what. But it was crazy. I was like, dude, Zed doesn't use CDJs.
Yeah. Well, I remember even Skrillex used like a trigger finger pad and
his laptop and stuff.
Yep.
Because I remember I used to watch like old Skrillex videos.
Yeah.
Back when he played at like the Avalon, like in 20 whatever. Yeah. That was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, like. But I mean, if you're also making Skrillex and Zed music,
for sure. I think
you can kind of do what you want.
Yep. Well, that's what I was talking about with my manager, because I'm trying to incorporate my saxophone into some of my sets.
Nice. Okay.
Maybe we'll see how that goes.
Hey,
I'm trying to put it in some production stuff too. Just so I have But I'm sitting there and I was telling him, I was like, dude, I don't know how hard this is going to be to get on stage, have to plug in my whole saxophone mic set up with the effects pedal and my microphone and get that and test that, and switch over. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and I just don't know what a club would perceive that. You never know. I mean,
you really do. Like, I don't know how. I think because like Timmy Trumpet like has a little mic on his like thing, right? Yeah, and I think I remember when OK brought out Kenny G at EDC. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I think I was watching it. I was sorry. I gotta talk about it.
No, you're good. You're good.
I remembered it like the other day. I'm like, holy shit, that was so sick.
Yeah.
Like Kenny G, the legend, is just at EDC. What the fuck?
That's so
what is
cool.
happening?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. But but what I was listening to, because he obviously played Thief.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you could hear Kenny G's like, he put like a solo on it.
Yeah.
Like you hear the, but then Kenny G was like soloing.
He's noodling over it. Yeah.
That was like, it was insane. I was looking at it, I'm like, this isn't real.
That's so cool.
I'm just like hovering from my body.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit. Like that really fucking happened.
They're for sure. They're just plugging it probably right into the mixer and then just doing a level check. And
I think so. Yeah.
Calling it. But it's just like, oh my God, it's so nerve wracking because
I believe it.
It's already nerve wracking doing a switch over. And I mean, God, I had a technical problem at the last show with the next guy coming on to switch over and the mixer wasn't cutting in for him. And
like, I even have a problem when people, like if the DJ before me has sync on, I'm like,
I know. I made a checklist in my head to go through every time. Like, okay, adjust the speed, turn sync off if it's on, check, check everything, because I started a set one time and everything was messed up and I had the master tempo was turned off. So every time you adjust, it was pitching up and I was like, what is going on? And I was like, oh my God, the freaking master is not. I'm dude. So crazy, man. But
but I mean, that's kind of how we learn.
That's,
you know
you
what
have
I mean?
to.
Like,
It's
yeah,
essential.
you have to. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Like, oh God, I have a lot of opinions on the sync button. But
Yeah.
it's okay if you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, I don't know, just it's not hard to beat match.
Yeah.
Like
mm-hmm.
if you,
I feel like the sync is more of like an emergency button.
Oh,
where
absolutely.
Like, dude, you like, I cannot.
Yeah.
Done. You know.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah. Just like take a break. Like just. You know.
Just all right.
All right. And then when you feel like actually mixing, turn it off.
I heard an opinion from like a big wedding DJ
Mm-hmm.
doing like 5-hour sets, you know, or people that are like, you know, at a casino or something. And they said they use that because, dude, you are up there for so long.
So long.
Yeah, and they're just like,
by hour 3, oh God.
They're just done, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
yeah, I don't blame you, man. I do an hour and I'm like, oh. But then again, I'm, you know, we're pumping up there, you know, we're not just chilling, just, you know.
Exactly. I just have a big, I don't have a bladder problem, but like, it happens all the fucking time. I remember my last set, no, 2 sets ago at Blind Tiger, like at minute 30, I had to, all of a sudden I was like, oh, I have to pee.
Yeah.
You're fucking kidding me right
now. Oh
now.
my gosh, yeah.
Like, but that's the thing. I drink a lot of, you know, fluids. I drink a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
So that's on me, I guess. But like, you have to drink water, but whatever.
I know.
It is what it is.
For sure.
But yeah, I remember I had to pee so goddamn bad, right? And then after the set, everyone's like, oh my God, you did so good. I'm like, thank you. I have to pee so fucking bad.
I will be right
so
back.
I'm like darting to the bathroom.
My gosh.
So that's why I could never, I mean, not to say I could never, but it's just like if there's like a porta potty right behind the booth, we're golden.
Exactly.
We're golden.
Yeah. Well, I heard a trick that people do. They'll take 2 15-minute pre-made mixes that they do, and if they have to run somewhere, they'll put on the 15 minutes and it just mixes itself. And then
that's so smart.
But then you got to set a timer.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I got to get back before it. Yeah.
But I mean, if you're taking 15-minute pisses,
I know, right?
Something else. You might need to check out something else.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, dude. The performing, man. It's a whole. I mean, I'm used to performing because ever since 5th grade, being in band, you know, doing concerts,
I heard,
marching band, and all this, and you know, so it really acclimates. You know, I'm really acclimated to the point where I don't really get nervous anymore. But if it's like a big, and I'll sit there and I get nervous now with DJing because I've always been in a band.
Exactly.
And now it's like, this is all on me. Yeah. Exactly. And like, you know, at Bloom, you know, when that whatever technical error happened, like, you know, it stopped. And I literally sat there and I was like, oh my God. And I'm like, dude, and I thought I did something, and I was just sitting there freaking out. I was like, it was my last song too, and I went to cut in the next one. The whole thing just stopped, and I'm just like,
oh my God.
And I literally sat there, was like, oh my. I mean, it worked out the way, you know, because I was able to kind of like talk to the crowd, be like, hey, what the hell, you know. And then they came up and they got it working again, you know. But I was like, dude, I'm like scarred now. I'm sitting there going, holy crap, dude, I cannot have that happen ever again. Like,
oh God, that's a fucking nightmare.
Not my fault.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, not my fault.
Course,
they even said it wasn't my fault, but I was just I was like,
no, still it sucks.
Dude, it was so
you're
scary.
just like have an emergency loop on and the crowd's just like looking at you.
I know.
I'm like,
yep.
What's the deal with airplane food?
Exactly, yeah. I know. Yeah, like there's no mic. I couldn't even talk. I was like, dude.
The worst. Oh God. I feel like I need a mic.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely have a mic on my rider.
It's essential, yeah.
It's absolutely is essential. Like, I don't know, because like if that happens, like you have to be like, you know, do something.
Hey guys, the deck's cut out. I'm not awful, I promise.
I know, yeah. Please stay.
I didn't accidentally hit the Q button.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've done that. Oh, that's so fucking embarrassing.
Crazy, man. Yeah, but cool, man. So do you have any socials you want to shout out? Any important links, points?
Wow, it's been an hour already.
Yeah, well,
that's crazy.
I don't even know what time. Yeah, it's
already
been like
1:27.
35, 40 minutes, somewhere around there. So.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it goes by quick.
It fucking does. Yeah, I feel like I've been talking out of my ass.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're here, though.
That's why I'm here, though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, socials. Twitter, Instagram is at Sounds of Neda. SoUndsofneda. That's me.
And I'll link it all in the description.
I'll link it all. Also, my TikTok is Sounds of Neda too. So
I forget I follow you, dude. TikTok is so weird for me. I'm just like,
here's the thing. I I used to be the biggest hater of TikTok.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
Because like the platform that they would give some of these people and the platform that they wouldn't give anyone else. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Like it's still that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like they'll give Liver King like a huge platform, but then, you know, he was caught for doing steroids. But they're still giving him a fucking platform.
I know.
And like, are views like that much? But like,
yeah, my favorite thing that I've seen is like a video that has 2 million likes on it, and it's literally just a girl walks past the camera wearing leggings, and I'm like, this has 2 million views on it. Like,
what am I doing with my life?
What is going? Like, I'm like not interested. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like this is ridiculous.
Please get this the fuck off my For You page, please.
Like,
oh my god,
please, man. It's just
oh god. Yeah. So I have a lot of opinions on TikTok. Yeah. But the reason I still like kind of use it is kind of also it's a great time waster.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
It's great. Like, it's just such a like creator's platform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like better than, oh my god, Instagram. Yeah. Remember what happened the other day? Apparently, yeah, it was awful. Yeah. I was supposed to post, and I was like, dude, I'm not posting. Yeah. Like, look at all this. Like, I'm not posting. So I just waited the next day.
Crazy.
Yeah. Instagram's going terrible.
Yeah.
Elon is ruining Twitter.
Yeah. There's.
Oh god.
I was talking about Instagram the other day, and they change the algorithm really frequently. And
it's so fucking annoying.
I like for a good month, I figured out the algorithm. I'm like, I know exactly when to post. I know what to post on what days. And like, I had it all written down and figured out. Literally a month goes by and I was like following the thing, you know, just nothing. Like nope. 9 likes on my thing. And it showed that like less than 5% of my followers were seeing. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Like, how did that just happen? It just, so I don't know what you're doing, Instagram. I know you're trying to keep it.
I know you're listening in on this podcast.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I'll be posting these on the Reels. So.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Oh, God, Reels.
They're hard, man. They're hard.
They're so fucking hard.
Yep, exactly.
But, like, that's the thing about me, though. I love social media. I think it's a great tool and stuff. I just don't care about the fucking number of likes. I don't care. I just don't.
Yep.
Like, even though I feel like I should, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, I have this, like, ingrained in me. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to post at, like, this time.
Yep.
I'm going to post and just fucking see what happens.
Yep.
If it flops, it flops.
That's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I stop caring.
Yep. Well, because then you sit there and you get in your head and go, what's wrong with me? Yeah. Why aren't people liking me? Yeah.
Like, please like my stuff.
Exactly.
Like, I worked really hard. And I'm like,
yep.
I didn't work hard. Yeah. I just pressed the button.
Exactly.
And waited.
Yep. Like, that's the brainwashing that's occurred with social media. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just like, all right, like, whatever. Like, yeah. If it gets like 50, it gets 50 likes. Like, whatever.
For sure. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's that. But what I was trying to say is that like TikTok is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, because but it's also, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Because like my latest TikTok had like 400 views.
Yeah.
But my best one has like 5,000.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how?
Yeah.
What?
I know.
Like,
yeah. And it's like videos you didn't even expect. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're just
exactly.
Like,
so I just like, but yeah, I just stopped caring. I'm just going to post it because I don't want to fucking post it.
Exactly.
Because I think it's sick.
Yep.
And, you know, the person who, because usually I post like video recaps of like either like my homies.
That's the best. That's the best thing to do.
Just raw footage is just what I like. So shout out Gunpowder. That's like one of my main photographers who I always hire for shows.
Yeah.
He loves what he does and I love what I do.
For sure.
Boom, there you go.
Cool. Right on.
And we make a good team. So yeah.
Well, cool, man. I appreciate you coming out.
Of course,
I'll attach all your links down in the description.
Yeah.
You know, if you want me to link one of your ticketed shows, I'll do that too.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'll advertise it on the page. And other than that, man, that's
it.
That'll be it. We got I think my manager just got here actually, so we're gonna do the other time. Yeah, so you can meet him and say hi and whatnot. But
sounds good,
cool guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. This has been Just Enjoy. We hope you just enjoyed this. Follow Neda on all the social media platforms in the link in the bio.
Please.
His shows for his tickets for his shows will be down there as well. Give him a follow on everything, and we hope to see you on the next one. Peace out. See you later. I was gonna say,
keep it in.